Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler. Today is Tuesday, so that means it must be Craft and Chat. If you're here, could you please say hello, leave me a message, comment. I'm just going to see if I'm live in the right place and all of those things. So let's just see. Don't know, it's taking ages today. Thinking about it. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Looks like I am. Hello, Michelle. Hooray, hello. Oh, Mum's here too. Hi, Mum. How's the crochet going? Right. I've got a cuppa. I'm on the coffee. It's going to be a busy day today. Hi, Chris. And Marion's here as well. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Brilliant. Has everyone got a cuppa? So how are we all today? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you've been getting up to. Over the past few weeks, I've been talking to you about sending cards. And last week I mentioned it was World Card Sending Week. So Stampin' Up have asked us to count up how many cards were sent last week. So if you made and sent cards last week, can you put it in the comments so I can add them all up and tell Stampin' Up? I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Julia's here, Maureen's here, Nicola's here, Belinda's here. And Belinda's saying hello to everyone. Hi, Lynn. Fabulous. Okay, so that's my first request. So if you sent any cards last week, put the number in the comments so I can add them up. Julia, I am well, thank you. I've got exciting news. I've got announcements. I've got some cute cards to make. All the things are going on today, and it's craft along tonight. So busy day. Mum's been making rock buns. Rock cakes. Rock buns, rock cakes. I think I know what you mean. Right. Okay, so let me know what you've been up to this past week. Have you been gardening? Have you been baking? Have you been making stuff? Have you been decorating? All the things. Tell me all the things that you've been doing. So, if you go to my Facebook page, but you're here on my Facebook page, so you probably saw my post Friday, I think. I decided on Thursday that I needed a holiday. And we've been talking about this, haven't we, a lot? We've been talking about being kind to yourself and all those kinds of things, and the world's a very difficult place right now, and you know, this has been going on for months and months and months, and you know, we all need some downtime. And I kind of realised that maybe I should take some of my own advice about being kind to myself, and the minor fact that I don't actually think I've had any real time off since Christmas. And it's October, because normally we go away in the summer, and we haven't done that, although we've been places and visited and stuff. But for me, what I mean by a holiday is like doing nothing, reading books, baking, crocheting, that kind of stuff, you know, just kind of hanging out, bit of gardening, bit more reading, that kind of stuff. So I decided on Thursday that's what I needed to do. So I didn't actually tell anyone. I just decided. And I came back to work this morning. So I've answered a few emails, you know, to be fair, but I've not done any blog posting or any videos or anything. And, you know, I feel much better for it. So I think I've read 4 books. I've done some crochet, more about that later. I've baked bread, I've made cookies, we've done gardening, we've got bedding for the jungle room. It's been awesome, actually. So I am actually planning on doing kind of the same sort of thing at the end of October and then the end of November as well. So I'll kind of, you know, just go quiet for a little bit because I'm putting my feet up. So I think we all need to do that. Okay, so let's have a look. Jeannie's here. Hi, Jeannie. Chris has sent 3 cards and she's made another 3 dozen. Jen's made and sent 3 cards last week. Don't say only, Jen. I bet they were beautiful cards. And 3 is amazing. 4 cards Ross did last week. Janet's here. Anne's here. Maureen's made 4 and posted 2. Hi, Anne. Brilliant. Oh dear, I've got hiccups now. So yeah. So I've lost my train of thought. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So I'll just take a breath and go. Yeah. Okay. So I've told you about my mini holiday. So let's see. Pat's here. Hi, Pat. How are you guys? And Marianne caught up with a friend on Friday for what was meant to be a crafting day, and they chatted all day and no crafting. Yeah, I can quite understand that. Jen's pleased that I've had a break. Yeah, so am I. Although, you know, it's yeah. I should listen to my own advice. That's what we're saying. The work will always be there, so you know it's all good. Right. Can you please share this video so that other people will see it? Basically, what happens is you share it onto your own page. Don't share it like into a group, that sort of thing. Just share it onto your own personal page. Because then I'll find more crafting friends, which is really good. Patricia's arrived as well. Hello, Patricia. Thank you for joining us today. So, in the world of Stampin' Up, we've got a patterned paper sale going on at the moment. Lots of patterned papers from the annual catalogue, none of the autumn-winter papers. They are live. They've got 15% off. And that just kind of shows up in your basket. So it's all kind of automatic. It's Craft Along tonight. This is October Craft Along, which is the September orders. All the kits have been arriving, so hopefully everyone's got their kit, and we are starting at 7 o'clock, half an hour earlier than normal. I'm trying it. I appreciate there's been a few comments that we've got to make dinner early. Yes, we have. But I'm trying to see if it makes a difference for the connectivity, because obviously as you get later on into the evening, more and more people come online. So I'm hoping that that will help a little bit. And I've made my spag bol and it's in the slow cooker. So that's, I don't have to worry about that this afternoon. So yeah, so that's Craft Along. What else did I need to tell you? No, I think in kind of current news, that's everything. We are, for those of you, I know some of you like to keep up to date with what's going on with Stamping Up. We're actually seeing the new catalogue. By new, I mean January to June mini catalogue on the 5th of November. Bonfire night. Very exciting. So we've got our convention. It's called On Stage. So we'll be getting to see all sorts of new goodies and things. But just so you know, I am very, very, very excited. There's a dragonfly stamp set and a dragonfly punch. So if you think we're going to use anything else between January and June, you'll be mistaken, because there will be dragonflies on everything. It's very cool. I'm not going to show you all of that stuff yet because it's ages away. But it's cool. And I know you like little sneak peeks and bits of information, so you will get to see it, just not yet. We're still in Christmas mode. Still in Christmas mode. Okay, so who else has arrived? Karen's arrived. Good afternoon, Karen. She's saying hello to everyone. Belinda's finished her Christmas card. She's made 96. That's kind of showing off, Belinda. I haven't made any. Oh, she sent 3 cards. Oh, but she's put those in the survey. I won't count them, Belinda. And fixed up a new printer for your sister. That's really cool. Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Julia's got her pack for tonight. Scylla's arrived. And Marion said she thought of me when she saw the dragonflies. Yeah, so obviously, I'm sure you all know, I love dragonflies. My logo is a dragonfly. There's dragonflies everywhere in my house, and yeah, I just love them. And I have been asking for years to have a dragonfly punch. Basically, we did have dragonfly dies, but I love punches, and punches are quick. So yeah, so I'm sure it wasn't because I asked, but I'll pretend that they made it just for me. So how about that? And Claire's arrived. And Belinda's got her dragonfly set too. Awesome. Okay, so last week I asked you a question and I got lots and lots of positive response, and I got lots of emails about it. So in my holiday time off, I've decided that we're going to have a bit of fun with crochet in November. So let me show you very quickly what I'm talking about. Are you ready? I hope, I'm looking around the side, I hope you can actually see this. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to be carrying on with Craft and Chat at 2 o'clock forever. Well, for as long as you guys are there and listening to me, I'm going to carry it on. But in November, we are going to have a crochet along. Now, if you are interested in that, I am going to do a second live this afternoon. So when we finish doing our cards, I'm going to pause, give everyone like a 2-minute wee break, stretch your legs, and then I'm going to do another live and I'm going to explain all about the crochet along, or what we're going to do, what you need to join in, and all of that. Now, don't worry that I'm going to go off and only ever do crochet ever again. I'm not. Papercraft, rubber stamping, card making is my absolute passion and my business. But many of us are going to be facing quite a long few months over the winter, and I thought that we could have a little bit of additional fun in November. So yeah, you'll have to come back in a little while for me to talk about that, but I'm very excited. So obviously it will be here on the Inspiring Inkin page as well. So there you go. Told you I've got exciting things happening. Okay, so Anne says wow, and Ross says sounds great. Awesome. So stay for the second live video, please. Because I need you to stay. I don't want to be on my own. Although I would happily crochet for hours. Right, okay. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today's focus is this, which is a stamping chalk marker. It's hidden away in the catalogue. I think it's really, really underrated, as in nobody sees it, nobody even knows it exists. And it was part of the thank you gift that I gave to my customers for shopping with me in September, those that didn't do the craft along. So I thought we could have a play with that today, and we're going to make a couple of cards. One birthday card, one Christmas card, quick and simple cards, and I'm very excited. Okay, so I am going to turn the camera around. I'm going to cover you over first, just so you don't get seasick. Okay, a few comments about the crochet. So several people never done crochet and would like to have a go. That's fab. I hadn't crocheted before January. So, you know, and there are lots and lots of video tutorials and all sorts that I'm going to talk about and so on. So it won't matter if you've never crocheted, if you're a beginner, if you've been crocheting for years, or you're a bit rusty. Okay, but come back and see the second video today. The second video will be on replay, so it will be here on Facebook as a replay. I will also put it onto YouTube as a replay and put it on my blog as a replay. Okay, so it'll be in all the places. Jen's saying she loves the crochet idea. Yes, yeah, yes, Jen, it will be on extra or catch up, whatever, because she's got to go and do the gardening. Yeah, we did a lot of gardening at the weekend. Right, I'm going to move my coffee out of the way. Not too far though. Right, so let's see about turning you guys around. Just bear with me a second. Let's do that. Move that around. I am hoping that we are all square and that the sound is good. Can you let me know? Right. Right, I have moved the camera down a bit as well. I'm hoping that it will be a bit closer for you. And I've realised I didn't bring my Tombow upstairs. Oh I'm going to have to use my old snail. Right, okay. Hi, Donna. Thank you very much for joining. Claire's saying the sound is good. Okay, right, so I am using Snowman Season. Love this set. Photopolymer. You've got two what I would consider complete snowmen. And then you've got a snowman in bits. So you've got his body and a cute little hat and his stick arms. Excuse me. So it's a photopolymer set. So we need to use a stamping mat. And I am going to be stamping on this cardstock, which is Seaside Spray. And I've got Night of Navy. Night of Navy ink. I am going to ink up that snowman. I'm going to put him there. And let it snow. It's going to go there. Donna's watching from Bega in Australia. Amanda's here as well. And Janet's saying she loves crochets and she thinks it's something lovely to look forward to. And the camera setting's great. Awesome. Yeah, I decided that we needed something fun. Okay, so the Stampin' Chalk marker. It's a permanent marker. It's got like a bullet tip. So it's quite a hard tip. It's not like a brush tip. Okay, and it's fab because it works on dark card. Okay, so you can still see. So what I'm going to do first off is I am going to put some snow here. Now, what I want you to notice is you will have to go over it a couple of times depending on how dark your card is. But this is a great way of making snow. And then I'm going to colour in my snowman, which is something I never thought I would say. And I'm just going in and around the stamped bits. It doesn't matter if you go over the top. What happens is the ink resists the chalk marker. And you'll just see it will just come through. And then I'm going to colour in his body. And this is kind of therapeutic colouring in. So the more times you go over it, the whiter he will be. Over that bit, and it sort of sinks in, but it's just such a fun thing to get a white snowman on a coloured background of card. Now I'm actually not going to colour in the rest of him. I really like it that he's kind of two-tone, and I'm just going to put little dots there in the centre of those snowflakes, and then I'm just going to put some snow in. Just be gentle. If you're doing this, just be gentle. Don't go smashing your bullet tip into the cardstock. You don't want lots and lots and lots. You don't want to sort of smash the tip. I will lift this up nearer the camera. I'm not entirely sure how well you will be able to see the snow. Let's have a look. Always got a little bit of a delay, so I'm hoping that this will catch up and you'll be able to see. Yeah, look at that snow. It's so cute. And I'm going to put it on a Whisper White mat with my snail, which we don't sell anymore. We have seal, but I'm using up the last of my tape because last week I took everything downstairs last week after I'd finished, and I obviously took my Tombow down, so that's a bit rubbish. So I've got no Tombow up here. Better change that before craft along tonight. Let's do this. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about craft along, every month I teach a class over in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner, and that is actually taking part tonight, and you can join in if you're in Europe. You can join in by buying a kit, or you can place an order in my online store and then you get the class for free. But there is a group, it's called Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner, and everyone can join, and we talk about all sorts of craft, so every single type of craft we talk about. Okay, so there you go. So there is a very quick Christmas card with the chalk marker, using the chalk marker as snow. Hi Jane and hi Sue, thank you very much for joining me today. Okay, so there is card number 1. Let me just get these stamps. Ooh, don't know, is that dry? Yeah, it's okay. Let me just get the stamps cleaned. If you've never seen this before, please don't worry, I'm not actually making them worse. This is a chamois. Oh, now I've got blue ink on my fingers. This is a chamois, and it takes the ink off your stamps, and then you can just put it in the washing machine and wash it. Okay, so that's that one. So one card finished, and let's start with card number 2. Okay, so if you are throwing things on the floor, if you are just joining us, thank you very much. I am going to be doing a crochet along in November. So all the details I will be giving out in the next live video. So when I finish today, I am going to be finishing this video, and then I'm going to start a new video giving you all the details about that. Okay, so now we are going to be using this stamp set. It's called Forever Blossoms. Really beautiful blossom set, and I've got early espresso ink and a Rococo Rose. And I'm going to be showing you some different ways of using the chalk marker now. So you can see the different variations. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this lovely blossom stamp. I'm just going to stamp it 3 times because I've got 3 different ways that you can colour in this image. And now I've lost my chalk marker. Oh, there we go. Okay. A quick tip, first quick tip, give it a second or 2 to dry. And then what I'm going to do is colour in the whole of the flower. And you're going to see that it does resist the colour. So I'm just going to do it on all 3 and then I'll show you the different ways that we can use it. Baz has just arrived. Hello. Janice has just arrived as well. Janice, I've just got your email. I'm sending hugs. I will reply when I've finished my live. Okay, so I have just coloured that in. Now I think this looks really cool just as it is. This is crumb cake card, so you can get a really nice effect just by colouring it in with the chalk marker. But you can actually colour over the top of this. So the first thing that I'm going to use is one of our water-based markers. So this is our standard marker that we use, and we've got these in all the different colours. Oh, hi Maria, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Right, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to go over the top. And just to show you, and I'm going to colour in like a whole petal. There we go, just to show you. So what this is actually doing is it's meaning that the colour is staying true, because if I put this Rococo Rose here, the crumb cake colour will kind of make a difference. Okay, so you can colour in, so I'm just going to colour in that whole thing just using the marker. You can use your ink pad and a blender pen and get a softer effect. So this pen, it's what it says on the tin, it's a blender pen. If you've not come across these before, I do use them an awful lot. They come in sets of 3. They've got some magical chemicals inside, one of which actually is glycerin. And what it does is it stretches and allows you to blend water-based ink. So Stampin' Up standard classic inks are all water-based, so you can use that with those. But that gives you a much softer look. And then the last way is using our blends, and this is this is what I'm actually going to be using on the card in a minute. So I've got the dark Rococo Rose, so I'm just going to put the dark in the center, and then I'm going to use the light, and because I'm blending, I'm using the bullet tip, and I'm just going to pull out the colour from those edges. So you can see, hopefully, on these. So this first one is using the marker. This one is using the ink and the blender pen, so it's much paler than this. And then this is using the blends. So these two will both work. I love this effect because it gives me a bit more control with the colour, and the colour is a bit more punchy. But if you've got markers or if you've got blender pens and ink, then that will work if you don't have any stamping blends. Okay, so let's move all of those out of the way and get in the cardstock. So I'm going to use the big image. Give it a good press. Now it's because this is quite a big image, so I'm just giving it a little bit of welly. And then I'm using Happy Birthday from Perennial Moments, Peaceful Moments. You know the stamp set. It's one of my favourites. I use it all the time. And let me just put a flower there. Okay. Move those out of the way. I'll just do a little bit of colouring in. Actually, I'll get some grid paper because it always goes through. So that's just the that's just what happens with the blends. So I've just put a bit of the darker down, and then I'm just going to blend the two together. So when you are blending, just kind of pull the colour in one direction. Don't go backwards and forwards, because you just put in the ink in the same place over and over again. You go and you kind of pulling it backwards and forwards. There we go. So that's for the inside. So now, let me turn this over. Let's just go in with the colouring marker. So I'm going to colour in. This is this is going to take a bit of time, so you might have to kind of chat amongst yourselves a minute. Whilst I just go over the top of this. And I just always go quiet. It's because I'm colouring in. I'm concentrating, and it is relaxing. I know there are lots of people out there that aren't really fans of colouring in. So there are lots of different stamps that you can use if colouring in isn't your thing. But this is just a cool technique. But it does mean that you have to colour in every image twice. Potentially 3 times. If you're going over it with different colours. Right, so I'll just have a pause for a second, slurp of my coffee. Cynthia's here. Hi, Cynthia. Anne's saying it's good to know that you can use blender pens because she doesn't have markers. Yeah, that is one of the things that I really try hard to do, to give you options to do things in different ways. There are some times when you can only, you know, the only way to do a certain technique is to use a certain thing. Like obviously in order to do this technique you've got to have a chalk marker. If you haven't got a chalk marker you're not going to be able to do it. But you can, like I said, you can use your markers, you can use blender pens, or you can use the alcohol markers, which ours are called blends. Right, okay, I'm just going over those buds a little bit more. Okay, so if I just show you what that would look like as a finished card. Just flatten that out. I actually think that would that would actually look really quite nice just as it is, because it's a really interesting effect. With the white on the crumb cake, which is really cool. But let's do some colouring in with it. Janet's just arrived. Hi Janet, thank you for joining. And Amanda's arrived. And she's saying thank you for your advice a few weeks ago. They've now got their shop open on Etsy selling cards. Oh Amanda, I'm thrilled for you. I hope it's going well. Well done. I love it when people start to build a business. Awesome. Okay, so I have got, this is dark granny apple green. So I'm just going to do the leaves first. There, and then I'm just going to put a bit of green here on the stems. I didn't put the chalk marker on there, but that's fine. And just putting a little bit more green there. And then I'm going to start with the dark Rococo Rose. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the centres. And the brilliant thing about this is you can sort of build it up as you go. And I'm also following the lines that Stampin' Up have given us. So again, actually, pop that on there like that. That works really well too. It's really punchy as a finished card. But we're just going to make it a little bit softer. Amanda's saying that they sold a card last week. Hooray! Yeah, whenever you start a business selling cards, that sort of thing, it can take a little bit of time, can't it, to get going, but I'm thrilled. And Anne's saying it looks stylish in these colours. Thanks, Anne. Okay, so I am going to use the light Rococo Rose. I'm using the bullet tip again because I don't want, right, so I'll take a breath and start again. So we have a brush tip and a bullet tip, and the brush tip is great for putting down large areas of colour, but I don't tend to blend with it because it's quite soft, and if you press too hard it'll splay out. So I always blend using the bullet tip because it's much harder. And I'm just going out from that darker colour, and I'm just going out just a little bit. From the colour that I put down. And it's just going to bring it out. But it's still going to leave a little bit of a white tip. That's kind of the effect that I'm going for. Sort of pink and white blossom. I'm just going to go quiet again now because I'm concentrating. Now the brilliant thing about this is you can go over it again, so just build up the colours, and if you've got any sort of hard edges you can go back in. But there you go. Hoping that you can kind of see that. And so similar to the cards that I made last week, this is a completely flat card, but it looks so 3D. Just love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so where's my glue? Let's get this stuck together. Hi Daphne, how are you doing? Oh, Hazel, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let me know. There we go. And that is the inside done as well. So there you go. There are my two cards. And the chalk marker. Because that chalk marker is definitely the star of the show, isn't it? Definitely the star of the show. Hang on, let's turn that around so it can see it. Awesome. Right, I should drink some more coffee. Okay, so whilst you're sort of having a quick look at those, if you sent any cards last week during World Card Sending Week, can you let me know in the comments? Or if you're watching this on the replay, if you can email me, amanda@inspiringinkin.com, or put a comment and I'll pick up the numbers from there. We're reporting back into Stamping Up. They're hoping that we're going to have sent over 60,000 cards. So do let me know. That would be fab. If you're just joining us, I am going to be talking about this, this, in a video that is going to start, what time is it now? Let's have a look. It's going to start at 3 o'clock. So I'm actually going to go live again, in about 8 or 9 minutes, to talk to you about that. So if you are interested in crochet, whether you've done it or not before, then do watch the accompanying video. So let's see what other comments have we got in. Daphne saying that she's keeping busy making more masks. She keeps running out of elastic. Yeah, that's an ongoing problem. Thank you, Michelle. And Chris and Marion, they're all saying that they're loving the cards. Thank you. Jane sent 5 cards last week. Julia made 6 and sent 3. You guys are awesome. And Cindy's just arrived. Thank you, Cindy. So, if you've got any requests for card making, paper crafting, techniques, then do let me know. Leave me a comment or send me an email or send me a message. Doesn't matter how you decide you want to contact me. So I can put it on the list. But I hope that you have enjoyed today's cards and you love the chalk marker as much as I do. Like I said, it's just really cool. And the fact that I can colour in a snowman is even better. Right, so I am going to love you and leave you. I will be back here in about 6 or 7 minutes, so 3 o'clock. I will be back live to talk to you about crochet. So grab a cuppa if you're coming back. I would very much love to have people to chat to. Yeah, we will see you in a few minutes. For those of you that are not staying for the crochet, I will probably see you at the craft along tonight. And if you don't know anything about that, in Facebook, search for Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner. It's a Facebook group that I run, and every month I teach a live class in there. In order to get into the group, you do have to answer a question, just so that I know that you're not a robot or a spam bot or, an undesirable. But it's very quick and easy to get in, but make sure that you are in the group before 7 o'clock, because that's when I'm going live. And if not, I will see you back here next Tuesday at 2 for Craft and Chat. All right, take care of yourselves. I will see you shortly. Bye.